Hi, I'm Kathleen Weber, certified and accredited EFT practitioner. What I'd like to share with you today is a personal story about how I used EFT to overcome some nervousness around an upcoming event. And the reason I want to share this with you is to illustrate the power of these tools when you learn how to use them yourself. So I'm just going to walk you through my process so that you can get a glimpse of what that was like and hopefully encourage you to start trying these skills for yourself. And this is standard protocol. So if you want more information on the standard protocol, you're welcome to go to my website, www.kathleenwebereft.com, and sign up for my email community. It's free. I don't share your email with anyone, and you will automatically receive my EFT for self-care guide where I walk you through the standard protocol. And this is the researched standard protocol. So anyway, back to this event. So I realized that what I was going to be doing was a live interview. I thought it was going to be recorded and possibly edited if I made any mistakes, and that was not the case. And I learned that people were going to be watching it live and typing in the chat if they had any questions for me. So what I did was I tapped on a future event, and we can do that. We don't always have to tap on the past. We can tap on the future event that we're imagining, because a lot of times when we're nervous about something, we're imagining something happening and afraid something's going to happen. So that's what I did. I just really tried to get specific with what is going to happen. What would happen on Monday? What am I afraid of happening? And so what I was imagining was, okay, the show's coming up on Monday night and it's live. And what if someone types a question in the chat for me and I have no idea how to answer it? And I fumble over my words and I make a complete fool of myself. So that's my event. And then I ask myself, how am I feeling now in this moment, just thinking about that future event? And it was definitely nervous. So that's my emotion. And I rated that emotion, the intensity of that emotion from 0 to 10. 0 meaning there's nothing there at all. 10 is it's as intense as you could possibly imagine. So for me, it was pretty high up there. It was about an 8. And then I asked myself, am I feeling this in my body anywhere? And I was, it was in my stomach. So I wanted to include that in my setup statement as well. So now I have my specific event, I have the emotion, and I have where I feel it in the body. So now I have all that I need to be able to use the standard protocol to help shift and calm that nervous feeling down. So this is what I did. Even though I feel nervous and I feel it in my stomach, just thinking about Monday night, that live show. What if someone types a question in the chat and I have no idea how to answer it? And I just fumble over my words and I make a complete fool of myself. I feel nervous just thinking about it. And I can accept that that is how I'm feeling right now. So we repeat this setup statement 2 more times. Even though I feel nervous, I feel it in my stomach. Just thinking about that live show coming up on Monday night. What if someone types a question in the chat for me and I have no idea how to answer it? None. What if I fumble over my words and I make a complete fool of myself? I feel nervous just thinking about it. And I accept that's how I'm feeling right now. One more time. Even though I feel nervous, I feel it in my stomach. Just thinking about that live show coming up on Monday. What if someone types a question in the chat for me and I have no idea how to answer it? And I just fumble over my words and I make a complete fool of myself. And I accept that I feel nervous about this right now. Then we go to the other points, and this is where we use the reminder phrase, which is really just the emotion and where you feel it in the body, if you feel it in the body. So for me, it was feeling nervous in my stomach. And then you go to the start of the eyebrows, feeling nervous in my stomach. Side of the eye, nervous in my stomach. Under the eye, I feel nervous in my stomach. Under the nose, nervous in my stomach. Crease in the chin, feeling nervous in my stomach. Collarbone, nervous in my stomach. And under the arm, feeling nervous in my stomach. So after doing a round, then what you do is check in on the intensity of that nervous feeling while I'm thinking about that Monday live show coming up and someone asking me a question. I don't know how to answer it. I fumble over my words and I just make a complete fool of myself. So nervous, 0 to 10, just thinking about that, probably a 5. So it came down, but I wanted it to come down more. So I just did another round, even though I'm still feeling nervous and I was still feeling it in my stomach, even though it was less intense, I was still feeling it. Just thinking about that live show Monday, and I continued with those details because that's what I was focusing on. That's what I was nervous about. And so I did another round and then I checked in again on the nervousness. And it came down. And honestly, I was able to do that show without feeling nervous at all. I was able to clear all of it out because I just tried to tune into any detail that would come up that would all of a sudden I'd feel it in my stomach or I'd feel it somewhere in my body. I knew I was feeling nervous about it when I was thinking about it. Really tried to get specific with what it was that was bothering me about that. And I used EFT to clear all of that out so I could just truly enjoy myself. So, coming up in a few days, I'll be sharing the show with you on my social media, and hopefully you'll recognize that I was able to just enjoy myself and have a good time with it. Anyway, I hope you found this helpful. Please reach out. My email is Kathleen at Kathleen Weber, that's Weber with one B, EFT.com, or you're welcome to always go to my website for more information, www.kathleenwebereft.com. Thank you.